Welcome back to Biz Freedom Blueprint, and this is actually session 20, and I've been looking forward to this session for the last 20 days because this is one is on call what's called Creating the Army, and we're going to talk about when KISS ruled the world. I don't know if you're familiar with KISS, but they're one of my favorite bands. KISS ruled the world throughout the 70s and 80s, and what happened is they were founded in New York City in 1972. They modeled themselves off of a band that wore a lot of makeup, wore a lot of drag, and they were called the New York City Dolls. And they captured the teenage angst of the 1970s with their live shows. And they actually never hit it big until they released their first live show, because it was all about the experience when enjoying KISS. I mean, even if you take a look at them, this isn't something where you get a chance to envision the demon or the star child or the cat in through a record. You had to actually be able to see them. And if you're familiar with the band, KISS merchandise became a substantial source of income for the group. Some of the products released included comic books. If you notice here, the first one of which contained ink mixed with the actual blood donated by the group. They had pinball machines, dolls, makeup kits, Halloween masks, Pez dispensers, board games, other memorabilia. And what happened is that we became so popular, their fan base got together and started calling themselves the KISS Army. And it was in the six figures between 77 and 79, and worldwide merchandise sales in store and on tour reached $100 million. And back in the 70s, I'm not sure if you were, that's a ton of money. And still, KISS merchandise is some of the most popular merchandise available. And even if you go online right now, there is still a website. If you search KISS, the very first actual KISS website is a KISS Army website. So they had a rabid fan base, and that's what we want. That's what we want to create for our business. Is we want to be able to create that raving loyal fan base of customers. So what do you need to know about creating an army of followers of customers for yourself? Well, the very best marketing is actually be able to capture the imagination of your customers. So how do you capture that imagination? Where with KISS, through the makeup and they created an experience. They created something. They created a story behind about their personalities, about the why they're doing their light shows, about how the Star Child was a sex god, and the demon breathed fire and spit blood, and really wasn't blood, but they created stories behind each of their characters, and that captured the attention. And some people just went to the shows to see the performance. They didn't even want to hear the music. But once they were involved with that, they wanted to get the music afterwards to be able to relive that experience. So how are you be able to capture that? But then how are you going to back that up? What kind of materials are you going to be able to provide? Where with KISS, they not only had their music and their CDs, they created DVDs, they created merchandise, they created figures. Now how do you back up your story with what kind of materials are you going to provide? Even with Apple, take a look at their computers. They have the easygoing guy, and they have the person who looks a little bit like Bill Gates. They could do more by creating those kind of figures, and people are providing them as a special fun bonus. With Bell Canada is the one of the largest telephone companies here, and they do a lot of mobility. They have two beavers that they use, because beaver is the Canadian national animal, called Fred and Gordon. They create figurines based on those and be able to provide those as special fun bonuses. And it works too, because some people pick those up for their kids. Now, how do you create a referral program and reward your customers for participating? Do they get the membership to the KISS Army? Do they get a special card? Do they get a makeup kit? Do they get tips on how to apply it? For one of the companies I'm working with right now is the Fire Marshal's Public Fire Safety Council, where people can participate. They can also get a special plaque and a membership card for doing it. And if there's certain customers where they can refer their friends and receive a portion towards their cause. So take a look deep and find out the best marketing captures the imagination of their customers. Are you capturing their imagination, providing backup materials, creating a story that they can get excited about, and also providing rewards for participating and referring customers to you? Create an army for your business. Thank you for joining us for Business Freedom Blueprint, session number 20. For more information on creating an army of followers, go to order our advanced DVDs right now at bizfreedomblueprint.com. And the information in the advanced section on this one includes more specific examples and a complete blueprint on getting your customers to buy into your cause. Thank you, and join us for section 5 tomorrow.